Today we are preparing to move 4 juvenile female manatees from SeaWorld of Orlando to our partner facility, the Columbus Zoo in Ohio. Manatee rehab, I love to say that it takes a village, just like raising a child. To rescue one manatee from start to finish, especially if it's an orphan, it takes every member of our partnership. So here in Orlando, we're very good at getting the animals in right away and doing the immediate triage, the immediate rehab. Once these guys are out of the woods medically, then we depend on partner facilities like the Columbus Zoo to house these animals until they've grown large enough to be returned to their natural environment.
The Columbus Zoo and Aquarium has a long history of rehabilitation with manatees. We are one of 2 institutions outside of Florida that houses manatees for rehabilitation and eventual release into the Florida waters. When critical care facilities started filling up because of this unusual mortality event, the MRP reached out to ask for help. The Columbus Zoo and Aquarium was more than happy to help out by taking these new animals in to take some of that load off of the critical care facilities.
This transport in particular, we have 4 young ladies that are going to be transported by our partner DHL. DHL is going to be flying these girls from Orlando all the way up to Ohio. We're going to have staff along with them to make sure that they're comfortable every step of the way.
Yeah, so DHL's been involved with shipping manatees since 1999, and we've moved over 30 manatees now, working with the zoos and SeaWorld. So it's a great program. DHL, it's always exciting to be part of that. It brings excitement to our ramp, or excitement to our building. In this particular case, unfortunately, things happening in South Florida right now, we're happy to help with this particular move.
Once the animals were loaded into the plane, we monitored them the entire plane ride. So we checked their pulse, we checked their breathing, we wet them down with some water, and made sure that they were at a comfortable temperature. During the flight, the manatees mostly just slept. They're pretty good passengers, and the plane tends to put them right to sleep. Once we landed in Cincinnati, we met with our animal transport team, and we got the manatees loaded into warm trucks for their transport to Columbus. Once we got to Columbus, we got the animals into their warm building in Manatee Coast, and then we took them out of the crate one at a time into a big manatee sling. We placed them in the water and we made sure they were buoyant. And that means we made sure that they could reach the surface of the water to take a breath of air. We had animal care staff in the water to help them out, but we really didn't need them. The animals did really well. They established their buoyancy and they figured out what was going on around them. These manatees are joining 5 of our current residents here in Columbus, making 9 manatees total here. That is the most we've ever had in Columbus. So the goal going forward is for us to get these manatees back down to Florida. So we're going to do that by fattening them up, getting them to eat a lot, getting them to be independent and ready to make the journey back down to Florida and back into their native waters. The survival of manatees takes many partners. DHL, SeaWorld Orlando, and the Manatee Rescue and Rehabilitation Partnership all help to make this transport a success. We're happy to be one of these partners to ensure that manatees are here for generations to come.